Left the picture up. Bang. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I had a beanie on today, so my hair looks fucking wild. All right. I'm in one of these work pods. Can you hear me? Can you see me? My nose looks bad. I gained weight and my nose looks like 3 bees bit it. I got to lose weight just to lose weight in my nose. Does this work? I mean, I'm going to have to be going to the office a lot more. So this working is huge. Say what's up to the 4-head, 5-head, whatever you want to call it. Am I good? I'll tell you what, though. It's fucking hot in here. I will track DJ down and give him a swirly if he doesn't do a squad pod today. Okay, I'll do a squad pod today. Listen, excuse me, one step at a time. All right, one step at a time. I got to make sure I'm fucking streaming from look at this. Look at this. Streaming from the pod, bro. Streaming from the pod. DJ gets a lot of shit. Who is a man of the fucking people? All right? At an 8:45 and 9:30, come straight to the office. Not going to be able to go home in time. Got a 1 o'clock as well. I said, fuck it. Like Bill O'Reilly, we'll do it live. Although I don't really know how good is the soundproofing in these things. Like, can I talk loud, you know? Can I talk loud? I got this breakfast crepe today. Got to tell you, I'm not really super into it. Not into it at all. You are 4 to people. You're chilling. Awesome. Need an opening day moneyline parlay. Yep. Accountability does all. Yep. You're good. Awesome. Raise money lines. You told every player to get hit. Perfect game. Aren't you happy we're back? Aren't you happy we're back? Work pod is insane. Hey, what else am I going to do? What else am I going to fucking do? I actually have an office that I share with a guy that I work with, but he's on 2 calls too. I was thinking about going to the bathroom. Evelyn K just cashed. Bang. Bang. Evelyn K's added it. Most strikeout leader on the year, 110-1. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. Okay. Sounds good. Sound good? Moist Nips. Got to tell you, I love the name. Love the name. Are you part of Gate 14? Are you Avery or Johnny Juntana's burner? Moist Nips with 3 P's. Respect it. I like the Blue Jays. Okay, nothing against the Blue Jays. We have an enemy in common in the Orioles and the Yankees and the Red Sox. Enemies in common. Jays start 4-0. Jays fan for life. No bias. Is there people around you? Yeah, somebody like literally just walked in. There's someone right. The entrance to the office is like right there. And then there's another pod right here. Obviously, that person probably can't hear anything. And my manager's office. This is the fucker. My manager's office is like right around the corner right there. I already saw her fucking walk in and out like 3 times. She was giving me a funky stare. I almost wish this light didn't go on whenever you came in here. You know what I mean? No, but I love them. Why are you in a phone booth? Because I'm at the office. All right, at the office today. Let me fucking at the office today. No shared screen. Yep, in a pod in the office. Will DJ remember the ice? Always, always. By the way, I almost took the Knights against the Preds. They were on a back-to-back. The Preds have been rolling. Do you see what happened in that game? I thought the line looked a little short. There was steam on the Preds. I was like, fuck it, I might go Knights here. The Knights were up 4-1. They lost in overtime. So I'm glad I haven't dove in yet. Orioles first to 10 wins. I want to fade the Orioles today. Anybody else want to fade the Orioles today? I took a quick glance at the board. Oh yeah, on the way to Camden. But the game was in the game's in LA. Preds too much of a wagon. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in front of that. Hey boss, going to stream and talk sports. My friends, Clay Mucker, Moist Nips. That okay? I know, hilarious. That's why I can't have people hear me. Somebody literally just walked right by. Somebody just walked right by. Again, just so you guys can see it. Somebody just walked right fucking by. We're just going to crank it, man. We're going to crank it. We got to do what we got to fucking do. There is no slowing down the board review. Not this time of year either. Not this time of year either. Shout out to KJ Covers. Almost nailed me reading his chirp last night at 5 a.m. I read it at 4:55. I'm sure that guy's in here. What's up? I hope you're enjoying the board review. I did have to block him, though. I had to block him. That guy is just always, not even like friendly, like always on my ass about something. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I like trolls, but I'm gonna make them work for it. So you're gonna have to make a burner to keep following. Okay. DJ, I'm back betting first 5. No. There it is. Orioles. No. How about this? I'll only fade the Orioles. I'm only going to fade the Orioles if the tweet gets 100 likes. Yep. If the tweet gets 100 likes. Hold on. I'm going to say, join me. Join me from the office pod. All right. So if this is working, I'm going to get Ian in here. I had Phil Zutley coming on, but I think to be safe, I wanted to postpone. I think I'm going to have him come on tomorrow. All right. Let's look at the MLB board. I don't have my shared screen. Talk to me about the MLB board. All right. Live from the pod. Post a fucking picture. W's. Live from the pod. Okay. Talk to me. I want to take a fucking home run parlay too. So I chatted with Steak and Greg. We're gonna do a home run parlay and a big giveaway. Here's what we got so far. We got Greg wants Belly, and Steak wants Eugenio Suarez. Is it even raining in New York? No, I've been on the city bike all day. By the way, another fucking female just got decked in the face, like a fucking block from where my appointment was. You've seen these TikToks that like somebody's just hitting women in the face. Some chick was decked. Although, I mean, it doesn't look good. It says 100% chance of rain till like 7. Then it goes down to 50. The radar is not good. So how are they playing in Baltimore? So the Brewers game got canceled for nothing. Great. Eugenio's nice call. Okay. Is it even raining in New York? I already answered that. So here's my question. I could have sworn, how is the Orioles game not postponed? It probably will get postponed. I'm going to post a tweet. Thumbs up for that is crazy. What did I do? That was an accident if it was a thumbs up. Weather's going to clear up more. We are going to be okay. All right, I'm going to take the Angels. Brandon Drury, did you guys get the newsletter? Subscribe to the newsletter if you have not already. I know. Don't get me started. You don't want me to put my beanie back on because I look like mega fucking hipster. Should I just go like this? Should I go like this? I'm gonna go like this instead. Although it's still, the hairline still kind of sucks. Maybe I'll go like this. The degeneratweekly.com. Best bets are in there for the newsletter. I will tweet them as well. I will tweet them, okay? I hope somebody just walked by me again. Yeah, it's kind of an emo look. I am on. What am I on? I'm on a lot. But let's talk today. Angels, though. Angels. Give me Brandon Drury over 75.5 RBIs. I like Drury. Javon put me on to Drury. I'm a Drury guy. Give me that dog. Trout, MVP, 20-1. Rays. Let's talk Rays and Jays. So what did the line do? Let's see. The line is Rays minus 135. Huh? Let's pull it up. By the way, tomorrow will be a proper board review. Okay. Proper board review. Not as corp tomorrow. Not in the office tomorrow. Okay, wait, let's take it from the top here. And I can't share my screen. I apologize. Manny from the Ice Age looks like a wig. I mean, you asked for this. It was either my hairline or it was something else. So, the Orioles are they were minus 200 to minus 175. According to Action Network. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tweet it. I'll tweet it as soon as we end the stream. Let me tell Ian that we're good. He's going to come on in about 20 minutes to talk Sweet 16. Think we're good. Come on around 11:15, 11:10. I got to wrap it up at about 11:30. I got somebody coming to the office. Minions 2 vibes. Yep. DJ, and you run out of gel? No, I was wearing a fucking beanie, guys. Gosh, dang it. I was wearing a beanie. I was wearing a beanie. You don't want me doing this. You want me doing this? Yo, Unc, do you know we got 14 NHL games today? No, I did not. Maybe we'll do, I don't know what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do something for that, though. That's a big deal. Is this what you want? Keep it on? Not bad? Yeah, all right, let's lock in. How we doing? Good morning. If you're just tuning in, I apologize. I see we got 82 in here on Twitch. Good morning. I will do my best to lock in. I am at the office. Again, just a reminder, I am Corpus motherfucking Christi. There's my office. I'm in a pod right now. Nobody can hear me. I don't think, knock on wood. Had some showings in this morning. By the way, I had a listing appointment. Seriously, listing appointment for an estate sale. And the owner, we go through about 30 minutes talking about everything, the listing, the price, etc. And then they hit us with, at the very end, true story, they said, by the way, the owner jumped off the balcony and killed himself. Do we have to disclose that? RIP. But yeah, I don't know. So that's what I'll be looking into when we hang up. Okay. Got to look into that. I don't know what the rules are there, but we're going to have to figure that out. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy shit. Older guy. Anyways, Pablo Lopez over 500K's favorite bet. Yep, technically the death deny. Yes, right. It's not inside. Bring in Greg for a ruling. That's a pretty good comment. Okay, let's lock in. Thanks for joining. 85 viewers in here. W's. We got Blaine with a sub bang. Professor Payne with a sub bang. Love it. 9 months. Baseball. Let's fucking go. I am fired up. I love the grind of baseball. I'm gonna get Ian Mack in here in about 20 minutes to talk Sweet 16. So let's talk baseball. Now listen, I'm gonna do my best. I am not someone who crushes baseball right out of the gate. I need a little bit of a sample size, but I'm going to tell you what I like. I'm going to put a tweet out there and says, if I get 100 likes, I'm going to fade the fucking Orioles. Okay, I'm going to do it in day one, but then that's probably it. I'm going to take my unit. I'm going to fucking run. Yankees and Astros? The Yankees and the Astros? Now, listen, you know where we stand on this. If you got this newsletter this morning, you got our best bets. Steak and Greg, I hope that they're fucking way off. They like the Yankees. They like the Yankees this season. I don't know what you think about them coming out of the gate. Cortez against Valdez. You got the Yankees that look like minus 115. Money hammered the Astros. If this is right, you never know. With week one, day one, all this shit, I'm not even going to worry about openers. Not even going to worry about the openers because you don't know. They've been out for a little while. You don't know. Houston minus 155, 150 at home, 8.5 total, juice to the over. I don't know. I kind of like a pitcher's duel. Does anybody else like a pitcher's duel in this game? No. People around you probably think you're a lunatic. Yeah, they do. They do. That's okay. That's okay. You think I want to be some fucking plain Jane vanilla ice cream motherfucker? No. No. Bragg bomb? You like Bragg? Yeah. Okay. I heard Pete saying he was on Bragg this year. Is that your guy, Bert? Bert, is Bregman your guy? Ouch. Nestor gonna deal. What are we ouching? Oh, Blaine, Subbank, 2 minutes ago. Can't wait to hear how Dejan is already invested in every MLB. Jane in the pod next to you is very offended. Likely. Over Houston. Crushes lefties. Okay. I like Nestor Cortez. Maybe that's not a very smart thing to say, but I like it. Okay. Bert is why did I hear Ref was already on Bregman? Bert, are you feeding out the fucking home run guys already? All right, Astros don't strike out a ton. Lean Cortez under K's. Both teams when playing each other score each often. First 5 over. Okay, button up, Buster. You like that? I would just go with my gut on liking both pitchers. That's a stupid thing to do, but that's what I like. Who was the masterclass today? So I need to know who to fade. Everyone on the Orioles. I got Mookie and Vladdy both the homer 30-1. Could be terrible value, but hey, it's opening. Fuck terrible value. Who cares? Have some fun. It's 30-1. Don't overthink it. I love it, Jules. Look, I'm on Vladdy league in home runs. Do I want him to do it against Eflin and Tampa on the Trop and opening day? Fuck no. But hope you cash later down the road. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go, but I like the Yankees first 5 under 5. I'm looking for Mookie RBIs this year. Thoughts on Mookie? Love Mookie. I had Mookie to win the MVP last year. A little butthurt about it, to be honest with you. Okay. Let's see. Give me the Volpe to nuke today. Don't hate that. I'm a big Volpe guy. Twins and Royals, that kind of just feels like an over game. But let me ask you this. Does that feel too much? I'm sorry, like an under game. Does that feel too much like an under game? I'm seeing the juice was minus 120 on the under. Now the over is even, 110 each way. This is interesting. A lot of people on the Twins. Why is everybody on this under? People, this is an under on paper. Those seem free there. I agree. I'm fading the fucking Orioles if I get enough likes. Fading the Orioles. I gotta go. I think I have to go over. I think I have to go Twins KC over. And on that note, give me a Twins player to fucking hit a nuke. Is it gonna be Royce? Give me Royce. I love that. Give me Royce. Royce Lewis, 28-1 MVP. I took it. Fuck it. O's is a risk-free investment. Lopez is gonna deal. Hipster DJ POD. Yep. Buxton bomb. Love it. I might go Royce. Royce and Randy. King Julian. Rays and the Blue Jays. We got Barrios against Eflin. I think Eflin's going to be dealing. But I'm not overly confident. I took him to be the strikeout leader in the season, 110-1. Like what I heard Javon say. He's confident in him. Fuck it. I'll take it. He knows more about ball than I do. I'm not overly optimistic on the Rays this year, to be honest with you. But the Blue Jays scare me. The Blue Jays and Barrios. I took Barrios over 11 wins. Oh, wow. This actually be a pretty good emotional hedge. I took Barrios over 11 wins. I took Dalton Varsho over 20.5 home runs. And I took Vladdy to have the most home runs in the MLB. I think the Jays have a bounce back year. What are you laughing about, Tucker? You're not laughing at Snide's comment. Listen, you know that shit fucking hit. And Bleacher Report posted a fucking screen of it. W full fade. Yeah, well, what I would say is this. The over's minus 115, 7.5. I'm not touching it. Emotional hedge. We ain't even played a game yet. Yes, you get what I'm saying? Emotional hedge if Barrios wins this game. I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm saying it's already set up that way. You know what I mean? I got Barrios over 11 wins. I think he's a good pitcher, and I think the Jays are going to be a good team. Also, did you see the newsletter? What I wrote? 5 of his losses, the Jays didn't score 1 run. They got shut out. That ain't happening again. Pittsburgh in Miami. What do you guys think about that? DJen, are you betting any first 5? Stop asking me that. No, but also maybe. I like the Yankees and the Astros under first 5. That's what I like. I might go half a unit on it. You like the Pirates money line? Everybody likes the Pirates this year. Everyone likes the Pirates this year. I ain't fading Luzardo. Chad, how long until we start getting I'm invested reasons for not betting MLB? You'll get it day 1, bitch. Ugly game. Marlins going to be bad. Yep. DJ fading me. What do you got? Nutbuster? Well, look, I'm not in love with it. I just like Nestor. It's really about Nestor. I like Nestor. Like Marlins team total under. Yep. Mitch Keller K's reinvestment. Do they? It's hard to really think about or focus on the splits too much this early in the season. Race team total over. You don't even have to ask this question. Guys, how many of you are in here? 85 on Twitch. You'd never have to ask this question. It's always the race team total over. Always. But I like Barrios, so I wouldn't bet it today. I'm not going to bet it today. All right, let's keep going here. We've got I got nothing on the Pittsburgh game. I mean, I'm not going to fade the Marlins this early, though. They are a -130 favorite. St. Louis and the Dodgers. We heard Javon say that the Cardinals make the playoffs is one of his favorite bets. Don't hate it. There's reasons for it. I think Pete likes it, too. I'm going to stay off San Francisco and the Dodgers. You know, people really like Logan Webb. People seem high on the Giants this year. I like the Dodgers. Dude, I might be on that. We'll talk about it. Ian's going to come on here in a few minutes. You like the Dodgers over? It was always a sneaky team, but they don't wow me. Not the Dodgers, the Padres. Am I saying Dodgers? I like the Padres against the Giants. Yeah, I like the Padres. I might bet the Padres. I'm not really buying the Giants. I'm not buying, and everybody's probably going to be like, oh, the Padres are jet lagged, blah, 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 blah. Give me the fucking Padres. Cubs and the Rangers, I don't really know what to think about this game. I kind of like Steele at a plus price. Probably stay off it. 8.5 down to 8. I'm good on this game. Cleveland and Oakland, I got nothing on that. No, my buddy, the guy I work with in the office just said he's off his Zoom. That's okay, though. I'm going to keep cranking in here. Colorado and Arizona. Let's see. Colorado, Arizona, Rockies, and the D-backs. Not touching that one. And then the Mariners and Red Sox. Oh, I missed the Nationals and the Reds. Nationals and the Reds. Gray against Frankie Montas. Frankie Montas is the opening day starter. Wow. Cleveland, Oakland under 7, probably. That's a good one. Money roll low with a sub bank. Appreciate you. Orioles must be profitable on opening day. 18-7 straight up. Fuck those motherfuckers. Nats, Reds over. Move on. Okay. 9 up to 9.5. I don't know if I like that right off the bat. Detroit and the White Sox. We didn't talk about that. Scooball. I missed a bunch of games. Sorry about that. Scooball. Everybody's fucking new favorite Cy Young. All right. I'm going to tweet that I'll fade the Orioles if I get 100 likes. That game starts at 3 o'clock. I'll post it as soon as I get off of this. I like the Yankees, Astros first 5 under, but that's mainly because I like Nestor Cortez. The first 5 is 4.5 overs -120. I mean, I don't like betting against the juice, but I think I might do it there. Detroit and the White Sox. You got Detroit 150 to 160, 170 on the road. Nobody really likes the White Sox, so I'm not going to get involved there. Twins KC, I'm going to go over in that game. It's interesting that the juice is moving over to me. Pablo Lopez and Cole Ragans. Who wants that over? Seriously, who the fuck wants that over? Give me a Royce Lewis bomb while we're at it, too. Fucking start the MVP campaign off with a burn. Actually, no, it's Randy's here. Nationals and Reds, I'm out. Blue Jays and the Rays. Who do we like to come out of there? My buddy, my Rays fan friend, texts me. He likes Brandon Lau. To come out. I can't start the year betting on Brandon Lau. I just can't. Pittsburgh Marlins, I'm off. Cardinals, Dodgers, nothing. I like the Padres. I'm going to bet the Padres, I think. Cubs and the Rangers. I lean Cubs. Rangers getting their rings. Maybe the under. Kind of like the under. Cleveland, Oakland, I'm off. Arizona, I'm off. Boston, Seattle, I'm off. All right, good friends. What's up, Hazen? W. Hazen, thank you for coming on the board review. Did enjoy what Hazen had to say. It's opening day. It's opening day. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Cool. Okay. All right, guys, let's fucking well, we're not gonna talk Sweet 16 yet. Let's take a look at the ice. Ian's almost here. What do we like on the ice today, huh? What do we like on the motherfucking ice today? Bert, can you do me a favor? I'm gonna tell you, is Bregman your guy? If Bregman's your guy, will you put it in the Discord? I'm gonna post a screenshot of it. I'm gonna post a screenshot and I'm gonna fucking tail it. If you're gonna be a home run guy this year, I'm in. I'm fucking in. Post that Bregman's your guy, and I'm fucking in. All right. Okay, what do we got here? NHL. Oh, Bert's write-ups are just unbelievable in the NHL. My God, what a fucking slate. I'm half-mast right now. Love it. Your write-ups seem to support Avs play. You lean, but you lean Rangers. Why? Yep, get in the Discord, by the way. Anybody got the Discord link if you want to read Bert's write-ups? This motherfucker does his research, and I love it. Okay. Let me pull up the NHL board. Let's pull up the NHL board. 7 o'clock, we got the Capitals and the dog shit Leafs. The dog shit Leafs. Thank you, Nutbuster. This is a game where I bet you people want to take the Capitals. Leafs are going to face fuck. Leafs are going to face fuck. Watch. The Leafs are going to fucking face fuck. That's what's going to happen. What do the Leafs just do? Yeah, I'm fading the Caps. Toronto's lost 2 in a row. They just dropped to the Devils 6-3. Yeah, give me. Oh, you know what though? The Leafs do own the Capitals this year. Actually, they've played them once. They beat them 7-3. Degen square up with the Leafs. Is it though? The Capitals have won 4 out of the last 5. Red Wings, Jets, Hurricanes. Nah. Everybody's going to get cheeky with the Capitals in a revenge spot. That's what they're going to do. Capitals in a revenge spot. Nah, I'm not buying it. Time to come out of the closet. Good one. Love a good come out of the closet joke. Flyers minus 155 in Montreal. That seems low, doesn't it? Doesn't that seem fucking low? Seems very low to me. Islanders and the Panthers. 6.5 down to 6. Is that a big number for the Panthers? I mean, I know they're minus 200 at home. They're wagons, but like the Islanders aren't a dog shit team. You hate every Baltimore DC team. Judgment clouded. No, not true, Snacks. My fucking best bet was the stupid ass Ravens first half against the Chiefs. Handsome duck. Oh, have they? Okay, then I'm out. I'm out. I don't want to get involved then. I would imagine though, what should happen is the fucking Panthers put their dick down. Hard to not want to fade the Blackhawks. A, because they're really bad, but B, didn't they just... Yeah, they did. Yeah, they fucking did. They've won 2 in a row. They beat the fucking Flames, the piss poor Flames. Now, I know the Senators just come off a pretty big win too, didn't they? What did the Senators come off of? The Senators have won 3 in a row. Beat the Sabres 6-2. I say the Senators... Are the Senators going to make the playoffs? They're not going to make the playoffs, right? I need to cash that fucking bet. I think the Senators are probably going to face fuck the Blackhawks. People are going to get cute with the Blackhawks and the Capitals today. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. All right, Ian's in. We're going to take our foot off the gas of NHL, and we're going to talk Sweet 16. Ian, how are you? Good morning.
Hello. What's going on?
Happy opening day, although I don't wish you too much happiness because I hope you go down in flames today. Nice jersey. What player is it?
Bo Bichette.
I like Bo Bichette.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No.
I'm looking forward to another good regular season by the Blue Jays, and then we will lose immediately in the playoffs. So, just like the Maple Leafs, I know how the Blue Jays seasons are going to go at this point.
Yeah, I forgot you were a Blue Jays guy. I could have had you talk a little bit leading up to MLB. I had some Toronto guys on that I like. They do a Blue Jays podcast, and we talked. I'm high on the Blue Jays this year, but I'm kind of high on the Blue Jays every year. But that's nothing. That's not like anything like bold or brave to say. But I attacked the Blue Jays in a different way. I didn't take their team total. I took Barrios over 11 wins. I have Vlad to have the most home runs, 25-1. That's not happening. That's not happening. That's more of a spite bet because I bet him 16 times to hit home run last year and only did it once. So, and then I took Dalton Varsho. They kind of talked me into it. They like Dalton Varsho, and apparently he's had a really good spring. So I took him over 20.5 home runs.
Dalton Varsho is amongst Blue Jay fans. He's like the cool guy to root for this year. A lot of people are high on Varsho, but Vlad's got to play better this year than last year. Last year, he should be embarrassed with how he played last year, to be completely honest. And I think he was kind of the reason why we weren't better than what we were. So, yeah, I don't know about that Vlad bet, but I like Varsho.
Okay, good enough. That's all I needed to hear, or need you to say. So the Sweet 16 is tonight. I thank you for coming on. I didn't know if we were going to be able to do the stream because I'm in a pod in my office, but the Wi-Fi is crystal fucking clear. Yep. Knock on wood. So you've been betting every game. I saw your tweet. You're doing pretty well. You're up like 6 or 7 units, which is fantastic because it's been a bloodbath for me. We went to the game Friday in the Barclays. That was a good time. Unfortunately, that was also the day that your Auburn Tigers went down. Yep. But I did drink a Vermont beer before we went to the stadium. Thought it was going to be a bad omen. Didn't matter. We got Duke. And then you got JMU. I had Wisconsin. I stayed the entire game for it, which was really tough.
False.
You left early.
False. I did kind of regret it, though, because I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's a long day, too. Watching 4 college basketball games in person was great. I had a lot of fun, but it's like there's a lot going on at those stadiums. There's the band, there's the lights, there's the noise, there's the people. By the time I got home, I was exhausted.
You don't think I know this? You don't?
Well, yeah, I know. Well, you weren't exhausted because you left at half. You were there for a game and a half.
I had to go
for half the time I was there. They were a game and a half. Unbelievable.
Did you have to walk
and not only that, I needed JMU to finish a parlay, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm going to bet Wisconsin."
What do you want me to do? I like Wisconsin. At least one of us.
When it's a big game, we got to go together. We got to go into war together, man. You just flip sides on me in the last game. It's unbelievable.
But also. Oh no! I thought I bet Wisconsin money line. No, I took the points. Yeah, that was You wouldn't. We couldn't.
Yeah, you could. You could have at least done Wisconsin money line, so we could cheer for like a middle. But no,
I think you're gonna have to get over that because you hit your parlay. So I don't want any saltiness. All right, no saltiness. Congratulations. I wasn't pissed. You hit your parlay. Let's talk Sweet 16 though. Games tonight. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. I like a lot of these games. I have some pretty strong leans that will end up being plays. But I'm kind of being a bitch in the first 2 games. So I know you're going to press some buttons, but let me just tell you right off the bat. So we have, I'm pulling it up right now on my phone because I can't share my screen. We got Arizona Clemson. That was one of the few bright spots of my weekend. Clemson money line against Baylor. They almost fucking blew it. I did like this team to kind of make a run. They felt a little dangerous and slept on against New Mexico. However, they've run into one of my picks to win it all in Arizona. So I really hope that the party's over for Clemson, but I'm a little nervous. However, I do think Arizona handles Clemson tonight, unfortunately. I think Clemson is going to be a trendy dog. Do they cover? I don't know. Do they win outright? I don't think so. The total looks pretty high, 150 up to 152.5. I have already lost the Arizona team total against Long Beach by 6 points, and then I lost Arizona game total by like 3 points. So I am burned to an oblivion on Arizona totals. I will not go back. I thought about betting Clemson team total under. I decided ultimately I'm going to stay up. I'm going to root for Arizona. Do you have a play in this game?
Is Clemson a trendy dog? Or other people on Clemson?
I would say I'm not going to be very confident and stand on that hill. I would assume they would be. And the reason is, well, oh, Jesus, I'm getting a corp call right now. That's okay. I can call him back. We're good. The reason is everybody got burned by Clemson because everybody was on New Mexico. And then I think actually people started to bet Clemson against Baylor because nobody really liked Baylor. And they just treated them well. So I don't think people really respect Arizona. They didn't before the tournament. And I still don't really think they do now. I could be way off. I'm not going to say it's the trendiest dog because we've had a lot of trendy dogs. And we've had some that have come through. So it's not I wouldn't talk anybody off the play, but I do think if I had to pick one tonight, I think that they're a trendy dog.
I'm on them. So I don't want them to be a trendy dog because I don't like backing trendy dogs, but I do actually. Yeah. I mean, and trendy picks have been winning all tournament.
Exactly.
The public is, I don't have the record in front of me, but I saw it earlier this week. The public's crushing it this tournament. So you kind of want to be on the trendy side. Yeah, so I Clemson's my favorite bet tonight, to be completely honest. To cover. Favorite. Is the line still 7.5? That's what I got of that a couple days ago. Is it yeah, it's still down to 7 at least at the book I bet of that. But
okay,
7.5. I think Clemson's underrated. I love them in against New Mexico in the opening round.
Wow.
They do everything well. They don't do anything terrible. They're 47th in effective field goal percentage. They're actually a slightly better shooting defense team than Arizona. One of Arizona's biggest strengths is offensive rebounds, 17th in offensive rebounding, but then Clemson's 33rd in defensive rebounding. So I think they match up with Arizona well in a lot of different areas. I'm not going to be bold enough to say that they win, but the spread's a little too long for me. 7.5 points. I'd set it more at around like 5.5. So love Clemson tonight. They don't turn the ball over either, which is big.
Yeah, I like them. I don't want to fade them. I'm trying to get better about not fading teams that I somewhat recognize as being dangerous, because some of the best bets we make, best bets are the ones we don't make. I think that's the saying. And not betting New Mexico so far has been one of the best bets I didn't make. So I'm going to respect Clemson. I'm not going to fade them. If they do the thing, so be it. They'll take my Arizona to win it all pick down with them. All right, so I wish you the best of luck there. Now, this is where I'm coming really close to pressing a button. And this is, in my opinion, not anywhere near a trendy dog, but that's not why I'm taking him. I have okay. I recognize how good UConn is. I recognize it. I think I was the first one that was ringing the UConn is just going to Scotty Scheffler this tournament bell. Here's the problem I'm having. All right. You have a smirk on your face. Here's the problem I'm having. I love San Diego State. They treated me well last year. I haven't really gotten involved with them this year, except I took the under in the first half against Yale. I take that back. I had UAB team total under the first half too, which came through. But they smothered Yale. But then again, it's Yale. They held them to 21 points in the first half. But what really impressed me is San Diego State's offense. That really is the worst thing about their entire team. They are knocking down shots. I think they've scored 80 and 85 points in the past 2 games. They made like double-digit threes. So is this going to hold up? It's been a couple days off. I don't know. But I would not overthink it and just say the Aztecs offense is playing very well. Their defense is always good. It's a revenge spot. I'm not going to lean too much in that narrative. The one concern I have is this, Ian. You weren't there Sunday because you had obligations, but they were miserable games, by the way. I watched UConn destroy Northwestern, also left early, but went to a bar. So I'm not a bitch, right? So what I saw was this. UConn was destroying them without being able to hit a shot. They couldn't hit a fucking three, and they couldn't hit jumpers. They were getting everything inside. Is UConn going to have another bad shooting game? Highly doubtful. I thought about taking the over here. I have a buddy who I trust who talked me off of it. I like San Diego State, 11.5. You're going to tell me not to do it.
No. I mean, who knows? Obviously, anything can happen. But I mean, last year, I don't want to cite a game from last year in terms of handicapping a game this year, but UConn beat San Diego State in the final last year by 17 points. And that was a much, much, much better version of San Diego State than what we're seeing this year. But your point about UConn not being able to hit a shot and still winning big, that makes me want to bet on UConn. And it makes sense because very good shooting offense, very good shooting defense, but also they're 42nd in extra scoring chances because they force turnovers and grab offensive boards. So when you can do those things and create extra scoring chances for your team, then you can overcome bad shooting games. So that doesn't make me want to bet against UConn. That makes me want to bet on them. San Diego State's a terrible shooting team. They're outside the top 200 in effective field goal percentage. They did have an unbelievable shooting game against Yale. 14.3% higher their EFG was against Yale than their season average. Is that a sign of San Diego State's, getting hot with their shooting and they're going to keep that going this game? Or is that an outlier game against, an Ivy League team? I think it's an outlier game. I love UConn. They beat up everyone on their way to the championship last year. Why can't they do it again this year?
I mean,
they covered every single game last year, didn't they?
Yeah, you make an interesting point. I am starting to come around to the under in a way, because here's the thing. What I thought about is this. San Diego State just had their outlier game, as you're saying, which I'm choosing to believe that San Diego State is just finding their offense, and also UConn and a bounce back with poor shooting. I think these teams just run into each other full speed, collide with each other, and it is a slow, sloppy, scrappy battle. Like I think UConn has a tough time covering the spread, but if I bet on San Diego State to find their offense and they go back to the San Diego State that I know offensively against a team like UConn, I'm going to be miserable. And one thing I want to try to avoid this late in the season and going into in the tournament, I don't want to be miserable. Like I want to go to sleep with my head on the pillow at night, be like, at least I made what I felt was like a good bet. You know,
Right.
if it loses, it loses. I don't want to I don't want to back points in this. So I just think San Diego State can keep it within the number. And if they can, maybe I'll take the first half. I don't know. You're on UConn minus 11.5.
I got him minus 11.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
If minus 11.5 now, yeah, I'd take it still.
Somebody said they think 2 1 seeds go down in the Sweet 16. You have any thoughts on that?
2?
Yeah, 2's tough.
I mean, it's certainly possible. Yeah, I could see 2. I'm not predicting 2, but I could see UNC losing and I could see Purdue losing. So,
all right, well let's go there next. I thought that Alabama was going to be a team nobody wanted to touch tonight. I thought UNC money line is going to be in everybody's parlays. Nobody has talked about my one team. Nobody talked about was Texas in round 1. My number 2 team was Alabama. 9.5-point favorites against Charleston. Yeah, beat them by double digits. Nobody was on them. And then Grand Canyon. I actually think Grand Canyon probably should have covered that game. Low scoring. But now they're playing UNC, and UNC is a team that I didn't respect at all as a 1 seed, but I don't think really a lot of people did. Now, what they just did to Michigan State and getting burned, because everybody was on his own Michigan State from what I saw, I think a lot of people are going to be on UNC tonight. So I don't have really good basketball reasons to back up Bama. I would go with UNC, but the contrarian in me wanted to take Bama because I thought nobody would be on them.
Right.
And then I was listening to VSiN, and I was listening to Nick Bogdanovich, who's a bookmaker. I forget which book, though. And he was saying, this was yesterday. Now, keep in mind, everything can change day to day with this stuff.
Sure.
But he was saying he anticipated, actually, I'm sorry, this was Tuesday. He anticipated they were going to need UNC to win because of how dog-happy bettors are in this tournament. And especially because favorites did so well. He thinks people are going to be pushing buttons on the plus signs for dogs. So they said they think they're going to need UNC to win. I was shocked to hear that. I don't know where I'm at in terms of who's going to win this game, but I still think I'm going to take Alabama with the 4.5. Where you at?
Let me ask you this. Should we be respecting the ACC more than we have been? Because I certainly wasn't heading into the tournament. Now they have, 4 teams in the Sweet 16? Clemson, NC State, UNC, and Duke? Should we be respecting the ACC?
Well, I don't know if we should. I mean, I'm not going to say we shouldn't, but it's not like they have 8 teams doing this. They have 4 teams doing this, right?
And also, to be fair, NC State had 2 easy games relatively. I mean, Texas Tech, obviously not easy, but then Oakland, Duke had 2 easy games, 2 double-digit seeds. UNC is a 1 seed. Clemson, I guess their win against Baylor was impressive, but
see, this is crazy. I don't know.
Is everyone on Twitter on Bama? Interesting.
Dude, I am shocked.
The line has moved the other way, though. The line's gone from 4 to 5.
Yeah, I mean, right. I respect the line movement. I respect money. At the end of the day, I'll still make the bet if I feel good about it. I'll fade the steam, fade the sharps. But I got to tell you, I am shocked by how I thought I was going to be on Alabama Island, but this train is getting pretty full. So to answer your question, though, I'm not going to go all in and say, oh, we should be respecting the ACC more.
Right.
But I do really like what I've been seeing from NC State, even though they've played some weak competition because of that run through the ACC tournament as well. And I just think they're just playing good basketball. But anyways, go ahead. What's your take on this?
I'm taking UNC. Alabama's defense I just can't trust Alabama. I just can't trust their defense. There's a stat that I like to look at called floor percentage, which is the percentage of a team's possessions that result in at least 1 point being scored. So foul shots are included in that. Alabama's defense 289th in the country in opponent floor percentage because they foul a ton. Charleston had 29 free throws against them. Grand Canyon had 37 free throws against them. If UNC gets 30 free throws against Alabama, they're going to run away with it. So there's just too many red flags. Now, the issue with Alabama is that they can just get hot with their shooting because they're a very, very, very good shooting team, one of the better shooting teams in the country, and they can just shoot you out of the gym. But there's too many red flags defensively and specifically with their fouls for me to want to back them in this spot. So I'm taking UNC.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, do you have any thoughts on this total? Because 173 looks very high. UNC hasn't seen a total this high. Now it's not anything too uncommon for a team like Alabama, but Alabama did just have a game where they scored like 60 something points against Grand Canyon. So do you think that looks a wee bit high?
I think it's a little bit high because UNC does have a really good defense, or at least a very solid defense. So usually for that big of a total, I'd want both defenses to be bad, but UNC could maybe keep them in check. So
Right.
But also it's such a big total. It's like it just makes me think, am I being stupid to think it's too high? Like maybe they just score 200 points in this game. So
that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think this game is going to be you look up and it's like 96 to 93 or something.
Right. It feels like a spot we should just underthink and just take the over.
That's kind of where I'm getting at. Yeah. Because I'm getting a little nervous about Alabama and I wanted to pivot and have some action in this game since I'm being a bitch with the first two games. So, all right. Let's talk about the last game of the night, Illinois and Iowa State. I think that you said you were going to take Iowa State as your new team to win it all.
Yeah.
I don't know if you made that bet, but this is where I feel like I was probably listening to my, I try not to bet too much with instinct and bias, but I was really, really falling for Illinois. Thought about even taking them to win it all a few weeks back. And then I look at the number, they're still 30-1 to make it, which kind of tells me they ain't winning shit. So they do have this game. And then the winner, I believe, of UConn, San Diego State, at some point, since they're in that region. So they're going to run into two juggernauts, potentially. Yep. I wanted to square up, if you will, with Illinois here. But I also will tell you, if there is a list of teams that I don't really know a lot about, good teams, it's Houston and Iowa State. I have not watched a lot of Iowa State. And smart basketball brains and people that I respect really like Iowa State in this game. Money's been hitting Illinois. I think it opened 3.5. It's down to 1.5. Do you see a pretty good buy low spot with the Cyclones? Or I thought about getting down with this under at 146.5 and just leaning into Iowa State's defense there.
Yeah, I think the under, if you're going to bet the total for sure. I'm just backing Iowa State because I did bet them to win the title after Auburn let me down. And yeah, their defense is just so smothering. I don't think teams that have played in Iowa State or Houston this season are going to be prepared to play against these types of defenses. They're just they just smother their opponents. Iowa State does it a little bit more in forcing turnovers. Houston does it a little bit more with offensive rebounds. And unless you're prepared to take on this kind of an Iowa State defense, I think you're going to get down early. I think they're playing against their defense is going to be a bit of a shock to the system. And they have to have a really good shooting game and hope that Iowa State has a bad shooting game, which is possible because Illinois is the better offensive team. I just don't think they're going to be prepared for this Iowa State defense, which is just smothering. Like number 2, I think, behind only Houston in defensive efficiency. Second in the country in opponent turnovers per possession. Their defense is unbelievable. And I just don't think Illinois is going to be ready for it.
Yeah, especially with the teams that they've faced. They've had a bit of a cakewalk too. So would you consider Illinois team total under at all, or do you not really play team totals?
I generally don't. I would consider it. One thing that would give me pause on that, and it's a thing that Illinois can probably do to win this game, is that they are a great offensive rebounding team. And Iowa State actually is not a great defensive rebounding team. For as good of a defensive team as Iowa State is, they don't grab a ton of defensive boards. So that could lead to some more points by Illinois. Even if they don't have a great shooting game, they can grab some offensive boards and, score the second time around. So that would give me pause on their team total and betting against Illinois in general. That's kind of an argument against Iowa State. So
okay,
that's something to consider.
Fair enough. Tough games for me in tonight's slate. I got to wrap it up in a few minutes. Unfortunately, my schedule switched up, but I still would love to hear your thoughts on tomorrow's game. Do you have some time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So first game on tomorrow's slate, NC State and Marquette. I can't get on the right side of Marquette. Marquette and Creighton are my top 2 teams there. Didn't really respect them too much. Kolek's back. He looks great. They look great. I took a small $25 bet on him to win it all just in case I'm that wrong. And it's like my idiot-proof bet. I just want NC State to keep winning. I like these guys in the tournaments like Golke and DJ Burns. Nice coffage. Nice muting, by the way. I'm just gonna I think I'm gonna sit this one out and root for NC State. But if I was to play this game, I got persuaded into maybe taking NC State early. I don't know how Marquette is down low. I know their guard play, their 3-point shooting is kind of where they where they survive. So I would think maybe it would take them a little bit to figure out DJ Burns. I don't know if you've watched DJ Burns yet. He's very fun. He's a smart player. And NC State's other guys have been stepping up. So they're playing great ball. I don't want to get in front of them, but Marquette might be that fucking team. So I would lean NC State early, if anything. You got to play in this?
Yeah, I do. Because I'm betting on all of them like an idiot. But this might be this might be the toughest game, I think, because the points you said did make me want to lean NC State. I think DJ Burns could be a bit of an issue for Marquette. NC State reminds me, was it Oregon State a couple years ago who were in the exact same situation? They had to run the table in the Pac-12 tournament, and then they got hot in the NCAA tournament. I think they got it to the Elite Eight. And I kept betting against them because just like NC State, they're not a good team. Like you look at their numbers, like 159th in effective field goal percentage, 162nd defensive efficiency. Like they're a very average team for season-long metrics, but sometimes just teams get hot and they play their best basketball at the right time. So I'm laying the points with Marquette, not a confident play because these types of teams are so hard to evaluate because it's like which version of the team is going to show up, the version that we saw all season or the version that we've seen the past 5 or 6 games where they've been playing fantastic basketball. So I don't know. I wouldn't argue against either side. I'm going to lay the points with Marquette because at the end of the day, I got to trust the season-long numbers.
All right. But you're going to be a little upset if NC State just continues to do that thing, right?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, I would be the most upset, I think, out of all these teams fading NC State and they just keep playing smooth basketball and finding ways to win.
Because then you feel stupid because then it's like, what? Like, obviously they're going to do it again. They're hot.
Yes, right. Exactly. It is not fun. You feel good about fading the team when you're like, oh, I knew that was some fluke shit, but it sucks to be wrong and they just stay hot. Yeah. Okay, Gonzaga Purdue. I am so intrigued by this game because I watched a lot of I think I watched the whole fucking game of Kansas and Gonzaga because I thought the first half was maybe the best basketball that I've seen in this tournament. I don't know if you got eyes on that, or was that the day that you were at Barclays?
No, because that was second round games. That was Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Or
so anyways,
Sunday.
I thought that Gonzaga looked so in sync, so cohesive. They were playing smart, high IQ basketball, and then Kansas, for whatever reason, couldn't make a shot after that in the second half. Or that's a credit to Gonzaga's defense. I don't really know, but here's what I think. I think after watching Purdue, I don't know who the fuck's going to beat them. I took Utah State. I did it just for fun. I don't like watching Edey. He's a good basketball player. I'm not saying he's not. I just don't really like watching someone shoot 30 free throws a game, but they looked fucking good. And I don't know who's going to beat them. So that's kind of where I'm at with this game. As much as I like what I saw from Gonzaga, they're playing their best basketball. I want to take those points. I have a feeling, though, Purdue, they hang around, but then Purdue kind of just pulls away late. So if I had to get down on this game, 154, now it's 154 and a half is the total, I would maybe take an under. I would maybe take the under. But in terms of a side, I think Purdue wins. I don't know if they cover.
Yeah, I was pre-tournament. I was saying Gonzaga is a lot better of a team than people think, and I think people are underrating them because they don't have a star player this year. They don't have a Drew Timme, they don't have a Chet Holmgren, they don't have a Jalen Suggs. But overall, I think Gonzaga is almost as good, if not just as good, as some of the recent versions of Gonzaga we've seen. Because when you look at their metrics, they're top in the country in just about everything. Now, obviously, a big reason that is they played in the West Coast Conference. But I actually saw someone in the chat a little bit earlier say Gonzaga 4-1 to win the region. I actually like that a lot. I actually bet that myself yesterday. Wow. So I do like that look. Here's the thing with Purdue, and you kind of alluded to it. It's hard to figure out what team's going to beat them because Purdue, I actually don't think is all that great of a team. It's just comes down to fouls. They commit only 14 fouls per game, which is 12th in the country, but then opponents commit 20.6 fouls per game, which is fifth highest in the country. So they don't foul, and then they draw a million fouls. I don't know why the refs, their whistle is so quick when Zach Edey has the ball, and they just call fouls on whoever is guarding him every single game. It's so frustrating. But But Gonzaga does not foul a ton, 74th in personal fouls per game. So hopefully they can, not get in foul trouble and not give Zach Edey 56 free throws. And if they can do that, I think they can cover and maybe even win this game. But yeah, Purdue's, it's just not good basketball. Who wants to just watch foul shots all game? So
I don't.
Yeah, their opponents have 6.6 more personal fouls per game than Purdue. That's insane.
Yeah, it was tough watching Utah State. And look, I'm not here to bitch because Utah State was not even anywhere close to the right side in that game. So I will take the cake on my face on that one. But they had like 6 fouls in the first 5 minutes. It's just not good. It's just not good. And it's not Edey's fault. It's just kind of the way he's officiated. And I posted a video about this and we had some back and forth. He's actually very good. I mean, he's very good at basketball. But it's not really anything I enjoy watching. So I hope they go down. I don't necessarily think they go down, but hopefully at least it's a good game. And I'll be pulling for you because I'm anti-Purdue and I would like you guys to hit your Gonzaga bet. All right, last 2 games I think are very, very good games. I'm going to stay up late, Ian, because this is 9:39 EST and 10:09 EST. So you know what I'm going to do? I already got it planned out. I already told my wife too. I said Friday night we're not doing a goddamn thing. I'm having an espresso, no sleepy time tea, maybe even a Diet Coke at dinner. Okay.
I'll be getting crazy with a Diet Coke. Let's relax. Crazy.
No cigarette, because then I got to take a shower before I go to bed. I don't feel like doing that. So that's where I'm at. I already have the plan. I already have the blueprint. Now, in terms of the game, Duke and Houston, I have Duke to win it all. I don't think they're going to win it all. I think they're soft as shit. Mm-hmm. When I first saw this spread, I liked the dog. But then I had to remind myself the 2 teams I know least about and don't really respect. Mm-hmm. Well, I respect them. That's not the right way to put it. Not as familiar with them is Houston and Iowa State. And then I had some conversations with some people who know basketball. And they think Houston's defense shuts Duke down in a big way. And then I started to tell myself, all right, let me stop being recent, my recent perspective on this Duke team, like we saw in the Barclays.
Talk to me.
What?
I said, talk to me. Your thought process was the exact same as mine, step by step.
Pretty sure. I mean, I sat right next to you when Duke was playing Vermont. I was like, they're so fucking soft, blah, 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 whatever. The defense was great, but it's Vermont. And then I watched him play James Madison. And McCain was going off. He shot 40 points. James Madison looked terrible. The Duke that I know that I watched all year that I said to myself, there's no fucking way they're going to win, is soft. They have 2 guys who can play basketball. It's just a matter of if they get hot or not. Roach I'm not a fan. Filipowski is so soft. And I do think that if Houston has a team of dogs, they are going to eat them up. And Duke is going to get put into a blender. So I started to come back around and I said, I'm off Duke. If anything, I'd probably take their team total under. So I like Houston. And a couple guys I know said Houston's their best bet.
No notes.
You like Houston?
When I look at the metrics for this game, because generally I'm usually numbers guy. I'm like, oh, Duke can actually hang with Houston. They create extra scoring chances. Their defense is pretty solid. They have a very good shooting team. But then you actually just do, I guess not necessarily the eye test, but it kind of is the eye test, where Houston's defense, much like Iowa State, is so smothering. You can't play hero ball and individualistic basketball against them. You have to play a smart, fundamentally sound team style of basketball against Houston, and that is not Duke. Duke is the complete opposite of that. They play hero ball. They get frustrated when other teams play hard defense against them. They implode. They fall apart. And that is the exact type of offense that Houston's defense eats up. So based on that, I don't know what you call that, eye test or just how teams play, stylistic matchup, I guess. But Houston's defense is going to cause a lot of issues for Duke. And they're going to implode. And it's going to be ugly, and Houston's going to run away with it. Wow. But the issue with Houston is they're not really a good shooting team. So they got to have at least a decent shooting game, or they could run into trouble. And I think that is what's going to cost them at some point this tournament. But just their defense against Duke's offense is going to be, it's going to be something to watch.
Total 134.5.
At some point in this game, my prediction, Duke's players are going to yell at each other. We're going to see a lot of pointing fingers, a lot of yelling, a timeout. They're, on the bench and they're yelling at each other. It's going to not be good.
Will DGen stay up for the game? Yes, plus 800. No, minus. Wow. I would take the yes. Okay, so no notes. You like Houston.
I agreed with everything you said.
Okay. Yeah, Duke. Back to Duke being soft. I have like my ticket on them to win it all, 25-1. I haven't ripped it up, but I've got a little tear in it.
Well, if they find a way to beat Houston, Duke's in a great spot.
Yeah, I just don't think they're going to find a way to beat Houston. Filipowski is going to be bitching all game, very likely. Okay, last game on the board. What time is it? 11:42. Perfect. Tennessee Creighton. So I tweeted this. I told you this Creighton's team I can't get on the right side of. All my homies had Oregon. All of them. I don't know if you had Oregon. Did you have Oregon against Creighton?
Yeah, I had Oregon money line. Yeah, I thought Oregon deserved to win that game too.
I watched the first half of it. Creighton couldn't make anything. Oregon looked like the better team, and I just said I cannot fade Creighton because every time I do, it doesn't work out. And then I woke up, take a piss, saw that Creighton won in fucking double overtime and covered. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I felt so awful for any Oregon better because it felt like the right side. I want to fade Creighton. I want to fade the fuck out.
Do it.
But, dude, I can't successfully get on the right side of this team. I can't. So they have my number. They are the Islanders for me of college basketball. But I like Tennessee in the sense that kind of what we were saying about UConn. Well, I guess you could say this for both teams. Creighton had a bad shooting day. Tennessee had a really bad shooting day, too, against Texas. Their defense, I think, held Texas to like 60 points or something. So I don't know. I like Texas. Maybe it's square. Maybe I'm squaring up. I can't ever hit a square bet. I do like Tennessee. That's where I would put my money. Don't really have a lean on the total. Maybe both offenses show up. 140. Oh my God, it's plummeted. 148 down to 144. Wow. Maybe some value on that over now with two offenses looking to bounce back. So I don't know. I can't hit it over in this tournament, so I don't know that I'm going to do it. But I like Tennessee. It sounds like you do too.
Yeah, I hate Creighton. I've been trying to fade Creighton this entire tournament. I hate them. They're a good shooting team, but they're like literally dead last in the country in forcing turnovers. They don't grab offensive rebounds. If you look at extra scoring chances per game, Tennessee's 22nd at plus 4.3, Creighton's 339th at minus 4.3. So if you just take those two averages, Tennessee's going to have what? Around 8.6 more extra scoring chances than Creighton is going to have in this game. And that's a recipe for a blowout, in my opinion. 8 extra possessions, one side, unless Tennessee shoots like they did against Texas. And if they shoot like they did against Texas, they're going to lose. But if they can bounce back offensively a little bit, I think they beat up on Creighton. I just think their defense is going to be a nightmare for Creighton to have to deal with.
All right. Ian, thanks, man. Follow Ian, by the way. I don't know if you're yep. Oh, I'm sorry. I had the banner up. It didn't show it. Ian McBetts. It's IAIN. I used to think your name was Lane.
So does everyone?
Ian McBetts. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm not alone there.
No,
give me rank them. Your 3 best bets of Sweet 16.
Okay, Clemson plus 7.5 is number 1. Tennessee minus 2.5 is number 2. And UConn minus 11 is number 3.
Okay. I'm against 2 of those 3, but I don't know that I'm actually pushing the button. So don't give me the, we're on the same side.
Oh, I see Espresso Bets in the Zot in the chat.
Zot. What the fuck does Zot mean?
UC Irvine Anteaters. Zot. That's like their thing.
Oh, I thought
Anteaters. You make an anteater with your fingers and you say Zot because apparently
that's
you
a UC Irvine guy?
It's Irvine, isn't it? Yes, I'm a UC Irvine guy.
Oh.
You never knew? I never told you never knew that?
You went to UC Irvine?
No, I didn't go.
What are you, just a fan of betting them?
Yeah, go Anteaters. They upset one of my first big upset calls in betting March Madness was when they upset Kansas State a few years ago. And ever since then, I've been a UC Irvine guy. So I have a jersey. Fair enough. You ever seen my UC Irvine jersey?
No. Yeah. No, I would like to see that though. What was his Bama UNC play? You were on UNC.
UNC minus 4. I got them out. It's up to minus 5.
And then I'm sorry, Ian, but last thing, since it's opening day, I got to know, do you have a favorite bet on the diamond?
No, I haven't even looked at it. To be honest, this year I'm way behind on MLB. Usually I even do like a podcast where like I give my best futures bet for every team. I haven't even peaked at MLB this year. I don't know if just my life is busy or just I got caught up in March Madness. I don't know. Maple Leafs or the Jays are playing the Rays, right? So I'll take Jays money line, I guess.
Oh, that's a shit wager. No, but you just got fucking engaged. I'm telling you, man. People don't understand. It's so hard. If we were in our 20s and single guys, We could be researching and capping every single sport. I tried to crank MLB or did in like the last like 48 hours. And I love it. I'm glad I did. I've got like 10 or 12 future bets in, but it's fucking hard. It's hard to do all these goddamn sports. That's why
Gone are the days when I would literally just only watch and bet on sports from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed. I got other stuff to do at nighttime now, unfortunately.
Dude, I miss it because during my heyday of gambling, I didn't have all this technology. There was no Twitch. There weren't even podcasts. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's still it's a passion. I can't live without it. All right, man. Well, thank you very much for making the time. Ian McBets on Twitter. And Ian, maybe we'll go to a couple Mets games here soon.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. Take it easy, man. See ya.
All right. Take care.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And W. Ian, I am going to hop off. I can barely watch anything I bet on now. Dude, it sucks. Because I'm telling you, watching does help. I don't always like to bet with my eyes, but it does fucking help, especially in baseball. All right, guys. Squad Pod. Where's Nutbuster? Nutbuster thought I was going to forget. I do have to fucking go. Squad Pod. Oh, boy. Nope. Okay. Nutbuster, you in here? I hate watching my bets. Yeah, I don't enjoy it as much. Quick thoughts on the Rangers Avs. Oh, fuck. Are they playing tonight? Oh, my God. Are they playing in the Garden, too? Oh, thank God. I was like, why am I not going to that game? I'm ready to fire. All right. I don't know, man. Georgiev revenge game at home. Probably the Avs. Always here, brother. Just my keyboard fingers. All right. What up, DJ and W guys? Thank you, McLovin. Big fan of Ian's. Glad you guys enjoyed that. All right. Let's do a squad pod. Nutbuster deserves it. New poll. By the way, the squad pods are 12-4. We were 9-4. We hit 3 that I didn't make graphics for. It's official. I've decided it. Okay. Here we go. We are going to do. We're going to do Bama UNC over 173.5. We're going to do I mean, we kind of should do MLB, right? Let's do Rays team total over. All right. Squad pod. Angels first 5. You guys want to do that? MLB. Squad pod Angels first 5. All right, Kobe, you like Angels first 5? Bro, what are we broing? Padres. Let's do Padres money line. And let's do Eflin over K. I'm just kidding. Randy hit home run. I'm just kidding. Jose Siri home run. I'm just kidding. Let's do I like this Twins over. Twins Royals over 8.5. All right, 1 minute. Start the poll. Go vote. Angels owes Nerfy has to be. No, we do not. That is very funny. I feel like it has to be the Angels somehow. No, I'm not making the Angels a fucking squad pod, dude. I'm going to tweet it. If it gets 100 likes, I will fade the Orioles. You're out of your mind. Go vote. I'm voting for the fucking Padres. I like the Padres tonight. All right, we got Bama UNC over. We got Rays team total under with 1 vote. Padres 2 votes. Twins 3. Looks like Bama UNC over is running away with it. 7 votes. Go vote. There's 70 fucking people in here. We only have like 15 votes. Go vote. There's 15 seconds left. 7-4. Bama UNC over. Can I get 3 votes? No. Rays. Yes, very funny. Baltimore isn't losing opening day after that bridge cloud. Oh, geez, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's fucked. 9. Bama UNC over is the squad pod. It looks like, ladies and gentlemen. 9. How do we only get 20 votes? What the fuck are you guys doing in here? All right, Bama UNC over. We're doing it. Bama UNC over. W squad pod. Everybody lock in. My Twitch is messed up. I can't see the option sadly. What the fuck? All right, guys. I am going to shut her down. And I hope you all have a fucking great day. All right. I'm out of here. Good luck on your bets. Thank you for hanging out. I want to see Rays team total. W Brock. I appreciate that. And just a reminder, Bama UNC over squad pod. I will be full stream tomorrow, full stream ahead like that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be at the, not the office. I don't have an office yet for the streams, but I'll be at my other setup will be shared screen. We'll be diving in. All right. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Good luck.